These are the rules for APSU intramural indoor volleyball. Each player must check in with their APSU card. An individual may only participate on one team in each league, men's or women's. Participation on two teams in the same sport is only permitted if one of the teams is co-rec. Players who play on more than one team in each league are subject to losing their eligibility for that sport. The opposing team does not have to protest this if caught by a supervisor or official. Every participant must have a membership to the FOI and also pay the intramural fee. For APSU students, it's $5, for faculty and staff it's $8, and for affiliates, it's $10. Teams will consist of 12 players, no more than 6 on the court at a time in a single gender, men's or women's play, 6 in co-rec play. A team may begin with as few as 4 players in a single gender play and 4 in co-rec. Once a player has played in a game, they are no longer eligible to be removed from a roster. Players need to be added to rosters prior to the start of a game, and payments must be made. And all substitutions must meet the following guidelines. They may only enter in the serving position, and all substitutes must check in with an official prior to entering the game. Matches shall be played in best-of-3 format using rally scoring, a point on every serve. The first 2 sets will be played to 25 points, and a team must win by 2 points. No sets may exceed 30 points. The third set will be played to 15 points, and the team must win by 2 points. The third set may not exceed 20 points, and there will be a 45-minute time limit on each match. Any games that are not played competitively by both teams will be forfeited immediately. Hats, bandanas, metal cleats, spikes, or jewelry may not be worn while playing. Any player found wearing any of the above during the game will be removed and not allowed to re-enter until the equipment has been removed or replaced. Knee pads are strongly recommended for all participants. And for more detailed equipment guidelines, please refer to the Intramural Sports Participation Manual. Frontline players are designated as those who are in the front of the 10-foot line at the time of the serve. All front players are permitted to block an attack from the other team. Backline players are designated as those who are behind the 10-foot line at the time of the serve. This restriction does not apply when a back row player contacts the ball after jumping across the attack line and landing on the other side of the line. Any illegal contact by a back row player will result in the ball being declared dead immediately, and a point will be rewarded to the opposing team. The server may serve from anywhere along the baseline. The serve must be received with either a forearm pass or set in order to be a legal return. The ball shall be declared dead immediately during these scenarios during a serve. The ball contacts the net and does not pass over. The ball does not pass over the net. The ball touches another member of the serving team, or the server steps over the serving line, unless on a jump serve. Serves that hit the net and go across are legal serves, and it is illegal to block or spike a serve during the initial return. Should a game be tied at the end of regulation, the following procedure will be used to determine a winner. A coin toss will be conducted to start the overtime period, which will be called by the visiting team. The teams will then play in a sudden death overtime with the first legal goal scored ending the game. If the ball contacts any part of the body, it is legal. Each team is allowed 3 hits on their own side of the net. A legal block or simultaneous contact by the opponent is not counted on the first hit. Over control means ball visibly comes to a rest or prolonged contact with the ball has been made. This results in an illegal hit. And under control is when a double hit has likely occurred. A double hit is when a player consecutively contacts the ball on 2 separate attempts or on one attempt from one part of the body to another, with the exception of a block or simultaneously contacted by the opponent. In returning the ball, a player may follow through over the net, providing they first contact the ball on their own side of the net. Players in the act of blocking may reach across after an opponent has hit the ball to return it, or if the ball has broken the plane of the net. Contacting the opponent's playing area with any part except the foot is a fault. Touching the opponent's area with the foot is not a fault, providing that some parts of the encroaching foot remain on or above the center line. A ball contacting the ceiling or overhead objects above playable areas shall remain in play so long as the ball contacted the hitter's side. A ball will be considered out of bounds when it hits the antennas, passes outside the antennas, hits a basketball goal, backboard, or support beams, hits underneath or side facing the track, hits the curtain divider, or hits the wall. A point will be awarded to the team not committing the violation. Unsportsmanlike conduct is when an opponent is about to play or in the act of playing a ball. Players should not attempt to distract them. Derogatory remarks or acts. The referee has the power to warn or declare a side-out point. Players, substitutes, or spectators may be disqualified from a game or match for violating any of the violations outlined in the Intramural Sports Participation Manual. A yellow card will be considered the first warning and given to any player on or off the court, fan, coach, or spectator for any unsportsmanlike conduct throughout the game. A red card will be the second and final warning for any player, coach, fan, or spectator for any unsportsmanlike conduct. They will be immediately ejected and must leave the game. Co-rec games may be played with any of the following player ratios in relation to gender: 3-3, 3-2, or 2-2. Serving order and position on the floor must alternate between genders. A ball must be played by a female before returning it to the other side of the net, unless it is returned across on the first hit. Males may not block a female attack.